Hey guys, Ken here, website designer for coaches. I'm over at coachingsitesthatwork.com. And in this video, I'm going to show you how to make your Facebook share link or just your website link when you post it into your discussion. I'm going to show you how to make this share link stellar. Okay. The problem that a lot of people have is that when they post their links to a discussion, like for example, in front of us now, there's the Wednesday website share in our group, Coaches Helping Coaches, one of the best Facebook groups for coaches out there. When you post your link in here, you get weird things. So for example, here's Jedediah's link. He posts it in here and he gets an image of people singing over here, which may or may not be related to what he's doing. But then you also get like text that just says home. And so this little thing is called a preview, an image and text, and then a little bit, and your link in it as well. It's a preview of that link. And, often it comes out like, you don't know what picture they're going to choose, and the wording is weird. So then your link doesn't look so good, and it's not inviting for people to click. And this link is also used in other places like on Google or LinkedIn or other social platforms. When you post your link, it fetches information about that link from your website and posts it, the image and the text. So it's used in a lot of places, not just here. But in this group, when you do post your link, it would be nice if it read, clearly, and it actually gave you a reason to actually visit your website. Okay, so in this video, I'm going to go into how to fix that up. And this is for websites that are on WordPress. Websites that are on Wix, Weebly, Squarespace, or other platforms. Conceptually, the things you need to do are the same. You need to update some things at your website. But in this video, I'm going to do specifically for WordPress. That's what I use. I use it with my clients. It's the 100-pound gorilla platform for websites out there. Okay, so let me just click my face off and let's go into it. Okay, so let me just show you a few more links that have been posted here. So if I scroll down here, here's a website, Rebecca's site. There's no image, so it didn't get it from her site. And then the text says Life and Balanced Careers, just another WordPress website. There's a little bit of default text in here, and that's not doing her any justice. Over here, it just says home, so that needs to be updated. Here we have one that says Midlife Crisis Management. That's pretty cool. That's giving me a sense of what's at that website, so that's pretty cool. Katie Newman. So you can see some of these come out pretty good. But even the ones that do come out good, like let's say this one here, Voice of Choice, Mia's website, women/voice of choice. Okay, that's clear and nice. I think it would be even nicer if it said voice of choice and then something more about what the aim is of her coaching. And I'm looking at her tagline. It looks like it's about inspiring women and something like that. Let me just quickly go to her site and see if I can't elicit some of the big picture benefits she's helping with women. Inspired gathering for women and girls worldwide. And there are no limits to what you can accomplish. You have limits to place in your own thinking. So probably something to the effect of gather with women and live life limitless. Something like that. So it'd be nice if you had that show up here. Here's one, Heather's, want more out of your relationship? I can help. At least that's telling us what it's about, relationships and getting help. So that's cool. All right, so when you share your link, we want to make it something that's clear and enticing. Okay, and that the image is, the one that you want to show up. Ideally, the image matches your website. Maybe it's your logo. Maybe it's an image that reflects something in the message here. Okay, so let me show you how to fix up your link, and this is specifically for WordPress. So what I'm going to do is just put my website address in here, And let's see what comes up for me. I mean, I know it's going to come up. Mine is website design for coaches, coaching sites that work. And then I have an image here, 16-point coaching website checklist. It might be cooler if I change this wording to say, download the website checklist for attracting clients. That might be a bit more attractive. I intentionally chose this wording for search engine keywords. So I have my reasons for the text that I chose, and you might have reasons for yours. But I would suggest that make it clear and make it speak to the benefits or the interests of the client so that it's clear what it's about. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to log into my website and make some changes and show you how I can affect this text and this image. So let me pop over to my website, coachingsitesthatwork.com, and let me log in. Okay. Don't steal my username, but you'll never guess my password. Okay, so I'm inside the WordPress dashboard. If you're using WordPress, you'll know what this is. If you're not using WordPress, you can always email this video to your designer to make some updates. Your designer will probably know what to do anyways, so just you can alert them to what to do. So what I'm going to do is just click on the name of my website, and there's a utility bar here that shows up that lets you know that you are actually logged in, and there's a button here, an option here, edit page. I'm going to simply do that. Now, if I go back to here, this wording, website design for coaches, coaching sites that work, this is the title text for your page, for your home page. Every page has a title tag that's underneath in the coding, and you can set that. And the title tag is what Facebook pulls into here. The title tag is also what other platforms pull in for your website. And this image here is called a feature image. And each page has a feature image as well. So I can set that as well inside WordPress. Okay, so again, this is the title tag and this is the feature image. So here I'm editing the page in WordPress, and on the right, so actually what I'm looking at is the default editor that's in WordPress. If you have a different theme, it might look a little different in here. But essentially, there'll be a place where there's a featured link, a featured image. And here on my right, my featured image, you can see it's a 16-point checklist image. The title that's used, if I go back, website design for coaches, would normally come from just this first section up here. Normally it comes from there, but since I have the Yoast plugin, which you may or may not have, or you may have some other plugin, this plugin, the Yoast plugin over here, is allowing me an easy way to edit this text. Okay, it's a snippet preview. So it's a lot of this is used for search engine optimization, so it's called the SEO title. But in essence, here's where I can update that text. Website design for coaches, coaching sites that work. And that's where it comes from. Website design for coaches, coaching sites that work. If I did not have the Yoast plugin, it would be up here, coaching sites that work. That's where it would come from. Okay, so the image and the title text, I'm editing the home page. Here's the image and here's the title text. What I'm going to do is make a change to this. So website design for coaches, I'm going to change it to designing websites to attract clients. Okay, so maybe a little more marketing juicy copy. You know, people want to attract clients and they want their website to help them do that. And then I'm going to change the image. If I can replace the image with something else, let's say it was my face, which would not be so good because it doesn't really tell the visitor much, but I'm going to do it just so you can see how I can change the image. So let's get my face up. Let me search for Ken. And let's take a nerdy one, this one. Yeah, let's take, this one's more of a square. That's a big square. Let's take that one. So now it's just this nerdy image. of me and a laptop, set as featured image. And there it is. Now over here, it's updated it already. Designing websites to attract clients, coaching sites that work. There's my image. And then I'm going to update this page. Okay, now you would think that once you've updated the page, that it would automatically update at Facebook. And that does not happen right away because Facebook does keep track of the information for your link. So if I put the link in again, Facebook will use what it has remembered, the same information. Okay, so I need to tell Facebook to update their information. Okay, I need to go do that. And if Facebook has something called a debugger. If you go to Google and you search for debugger Facebook and ignore that roadworks sound, yeah, repaving the roads, right when I have to do videos, of course. But if you search for debugger on Facebook, this is called a sharing debugger. Essentially, it'll alert Facebook to update the link. So I go to the sharing debugger, I type in the link, so it's going to debug it, coaching sites that work, and I ask it to debug. Now, where'd you go? Debug my link. So it's telling me that about an hour ago is the last time it quote unquote scraped the URL. When a URL is scraped, essentially they scrape off information off your website, the image, text, etc. So I'm going to tell it to scrape again now. And one of you have provided OG image. So scrape again. Counted unknown error. So basically, I clicked scrape again, and it gave me a little error. And this thing is not perfect. So I recommend you scrape again, click debug again, click it a couple times until it gets it. And if it doesn't get it, the new information, as you can see, here's my new face and here's the text designing. If it doesn't get it right away, and you've clicked it a few times, it may take 10, 15, 20 minutes for Facebook to actually be able to do this again. I think they have some things where they watch if someone's repeatedly trying to scrape and update URLs. I'm not sure exactly what's going on with that, but a lot of people struggle to clean up their links, especially if they're debugging it several times. Like, let's say I change the image 2 or 3 times, I'm trying to figure out which one I like. For the most part, when you debug it once, it typically works out. Okay. So anyway, what I've done here is I put in the link, I've debugged it, I've clicked scrape again, and now it's got a new image and new text, as you can see here. Okay, so that's good. I'm happy with that. It's the new text. Now if I go back over here to the discussion, as if I put in my URL and pray to the internet gods, I'll get the new information. Okay, there it is. Like magic, perfect. New image, new text, great. And there you see it. I've updated the image and the text, and this is in WordPress. I've done it by simply going to the page, editing the page, and editing the featured image, and then changing the text, either at the top, or if you are using a plugin to manage your SEO, like I am, I did it at the plugins details over here. So that's it. That's how it works. And again, if it does not update, you might have to wait a little bit to do it. It might take some time to update. In fact, let me go in and change it back and see if it works, see how fast I can update it. And I have a feeling it's not going to work. So let me change my featured image. I'm going to click on that, go back to this one, set that featured image, and let me change the text back to site design for coaches. And update. Okay, I'm updating the home page again. And by the way, I've just updated the page. If I click on view page, which I'm going to do, and then I take the mouse and I roll it over the tab at the top where it says, at the top of the browser up here. you can see the text will pop up, website design for coaches. It's showing me that the page has been updated. Okay, and that's the title tag showing up at the top. Now I'm going to go to here, and I'm going to put my link in again. And I know it's going to be the same one. It hasn't changed yet because I need to debug it. So I'm going back to the debugger. Now this is where, I'm going back to the debugger a couple times. I posted my address a couple times in the same link there. Facebook may have something that's flagging, someone repeatedly posting something, and it's like the spam-like behavior. And it may, give me a hard time on updating this thing. So I just did debug. This is the last time. It's showing me the last time I scraped it, and I'm going to scrape again by clicking scrape. And it didn't change anything. Okay, I'm going to scrape again, and it didn't change anything. So you can see that you might have to wait a little while. Earlier I was doing this. It took like 10 minutes before it would work again. So if you're finding yourself trying to scrape and update your link and it's not working, it's not taking hold, come back later and try it again. 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes. In my experience, it's worked. I think there's just a time delay for it to actually work. And I've looked online, and a lot of people struggle with this, and I haven't found a good resolution to do it faster. I just know that it sort of works the first time right away, but if you do it multiple times, I get the feeling Facebook is just watching for people to just like overpost and overdo things. Or maybe it is a 20-minute delay on the session where it'll refresh and you can do it. So there's oftentimes that's the case. Okay, so I did attempt to debug it, and it didn't take all. I'll try again, scrape, and nothing. And so let me try just popping in here. It's obviously not gonna, it shouldn't do much. Okay, but so I'm not worried about that. I will just wait till later. And now that I've bombarded this with a bunch of posts, I will delete the last bunch. So let's delete these ones off. By the way, you click the double thing, the dots there, you can delete. You can edit and delete your comments if you didn't know. Delete and delete. One more. The last one here, delete, delete. Okay, and there you have it. I've updated the image before, and I've updated the text as I've shown you. And that's essentially it. And again, if you find that it's not taking hold, give it some time, 10, 15, 20 minutes, and then try scraping it again. If you are also using like a caching plugin, that may help, although I find that it really didn't do much for me. Caching didn't change much. Just waiting was the way to do it. Okay, Kenn Schroder, website designer for coaches. I'm over at Coaching Sites That Work. And I'll see everyone in the group. I hope this has been helpful. Update your links. Let's make everyone look good. Yeah.